Salt fuels thinking, and not as a metaphor. Around a third of the energy your body burns at rest goes to one molecular pump, pushing 3 sodium ions out of your cells and 2 potassium ions in. It never stops. A nerve impulse costs nothing to fire. Sodium simply falls into the cell, down the gradient, the way water runs downhill. The energy goes on pumping it back out again. You do not pay to think. You pay to be ready to think again. We know this because of a squid. Its giant axon runs about 1 millimeter across, hundreds of times wider than ours, wide enough to thread a wire down the middle of it. Hodgkin and Huxley did exactly that, and measured a thought. Jens Skou was studying how anesthetics worked and found the machine. Instead, the enzyme that does the pumping in the nerve of a shore crab. Stockholm took 40 years to notice. He collected the chemistry prize at 79. A paper in JAMA that year described a boy whose adrenal glands could not hold on to sodium, so it kept leaving him. Untaught, from about the age of 1, he replaced it by the handful. The craving is calibrated to the deficit, which is why yours stays quiet. Carnivores never need a salt lick. Plants are rich in potassium and poor in sodium, so herbivores will walk for days to reach a mineral outcrop. When we took up farming, we became herbivores and invented a hunger that had to be traded for. Rome paid its soldiers an allowance for salt, salarium, which is why you have a salary. Britain went further and taxed it in India. In 1930, Gandhi walked 240 miles to the coast and picked up untaxed salt off the beach. Michigan, 1924. Iodine added to ordinary table salt took Midwest goitre from around 30% to almost nothing. Iodine deficiency is still the leading preventable cause of brain damage on Earth, and in pregnancy, it quietly costs a child 10 to 13 IQ points.